So I'm just thinking that's a bad habit in general for the Wing Chun world because there's no threat. Essentially, it's state mastery. You've got the 6 components: spiritual intent, centering, sensing, sinking, seeing, and surrender. So all those 6 pieces come together into state, and you can access state through any one. You know, and the idea is that you want to be using each part of the state as an access point to the state. One interesting thing is also, just keeping in mind, and we spoke about this earlier, is how you perceive tension in your own body or activity. When an area is in pain, often we can look at it with frustration,
Yes.
but that just compounds it. Whereas if you start looking at it, okay, it's healing, I'm grateful for the awareness to be able to heal it, it speeds up the process. And it's just a nicer way of living your life.
Oh, okay.
Good. Any other observations, questions, problems?
Got an observation. I remember in one of the videos on one of the classes, I think we recorded with Ace, and or maybe it was on Instagram or something, you mentioned that we don't realize how much power leakage we have, even when you're doing something simple, like when you're like holding up a toothbrush, for example. So the observation was when I was just driving and we just went like that to hold the steering wheels, and I'm like, wait, bong sao, release your shoulders, and I'm like, whoa, hang on. We are supposed to drive like this, and naturally we're doing that, but we grab the steering wheel, shoulders are coming up, and I'm like, But and I was like, oh my goodness, if I'm doing that, then I'm realizing whenever we interact with a lot of things at home without realizing it, we are probably using way too much structural or muscular movements to do simple things. Then I started like sensing and releasing and tried to see if I can get relaxed in that space as well.
Awesome.
So that's
Yeah, that's a good observation. You'll be surprised how much unnecessary tension you use in life, which is, yes, a leakage. It's a waste of energy. It's just a waste.
Yeah.
In everything. Yeah.
It was kind of nice to know, because we practice the student Tao so often, and we were like, okay, sense, sync, release, and when we pay attention to, especially with the bong sao for beginners, right? The shoulders tend to rise up.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's like, now it's like when you hold on to a steering wheel, it's like, oh shit, no, do that.
Yeah.
Well, technically I drive like this at the bottom. I don't hold the whole steering wheel anyway because I'm lazy as shit. But when I did that, I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, good observation. You know, and the idea is that you want to be using each part of the state as an access point to the state. So, you know, we're doing, as of next week, we're doing the coaching sessions in here as well. So on a Friday morning at 6. So that's going to be about going deeper into components of state. So so normally that's for the online guys where we do a lot of other stuff. But for example, this coming month, we're going to be using sensing as the topic of study and the gateway into state. Because the deeper and the more habitual it becomes to sense yourself in space, the more you'll notice that. The more you'll notice when you're unnecessarily wasting effort and being tense. So yeah, that's essentially it's state mastery. You've got the 6 components: spiritual intent, centering, sensing, sinking, seeing, and surrender. So all those 6 pieces come together into state, and you can access state through any one. So for example, you could just be like having your center, a sense of risen center, and that could be what potentiates that release. You could just be sensing yourself, and that could be what it is. You see what I mean? So you could be working on sinking. Get it? Cool. Anything else, team? Well, let's just get into some looks out, and then we'll work from there. That's cool. So just grab a partner, and we'll get into it. I'll go with you, Joe. Softly drop from the base to the crown. Good. Who would have thought that centering automates that for you?
Still focused on the shapes.
That's okay. Yeah, think of the center as the foundation of the shape. Yeah, so do you understand? Like, because this is a part of the shape. You see what I mean? It's a part of the shape, right? So you can't discount that because you weren't centering, you were using excess in the shoulders. You felt that? Because as soon as you go back to center yourself, notice how it automatically drops off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How long have you been training now?
6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, you're better than this guy that I trained with. He came here yesterday. He was like 20 years or so. He's been training, 20 plus years. But he's like this. So if we roll, see, I'm like my arms are disconnected from the spine.
Right.
And the reason they do this is because if you try to hit now, they'll redirect it with relaxed arms, as opposed to if I keep structurally on and you go to hit, you feel I can just ride and maintain that connection to you. But yeah, it's actually really terrible. And another thing is his strikes he was coming to here, so he had no connection with striking. So anyway, I'm just thinking about the Wing Chun world in general and how that needs to stop. People need to stop being shit. No, I'm serious. They're not doing Wing Chun a favor, in my opinion. So I'm actually thinking about maybe taking out chest strikes, but how I would resolve that issue. Now, just because he was coming through to here like this. So if you go through to like that, I don't mind you doing that. And do it with this hand as well. I don't mind you doing that because there's no threat.
Right.
Understand? There's no threat and there's no position.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking that's a bad habit in general for the Wing Chun world, because I know a lot of Wing Chun guys do that. They do like this.
Right.
So I'm landing here, but I've got no pressure on you, no strike, but I'm also putting you in an advantage.
Yeah.
So you can hit me now, like in a good spot. So the question becomes is, how do we do it without injuring each other with white belts? Because blue belts straight away, you don't do that anymore at all, but it's he shouldn't be a white belt level. Anyway, just my musings.
And so he's coming to train with you now?
Yeah, he's going to come once a week. He teaches at like 1, 2, I think at 3 schools. Like he's a teacher at 3 different schools.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's not like fully shit, because once I was explaining what he should be doing, he could do it. Like he could get into it. But what he currently is doing is shit. I think when you get good at something, you kind of start to hate when it's not good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's because you're passionate about it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're that good and you know your standards, then I think that's normal.
yeah. So earth, tail, crown. Yeah, it's quite. There's a good connection there. As soon as you center, naturally the excess in your shoulders and back release. So I think the game will be more for you of staying centered. So if you stay there for a sec, keep going. It's like about staying here. So your awareness needs to stay here. So you feel joyfully centered. Joyfully centered, joyfully centered, joyfully centered, joyfully centered, until that becomes just the normal baseline for you, so that you don't even need to think about that. You're always joyfully centered. Yeah. 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 Like your structure feels. The reason I bring that up is because your structure feels much better than his, and you've only been training 6 months. It's just like, yeah. Yeah. I'll be curious to see how you roll with him. You know, like what it looks like.
Okay. Is he coming for the open mats or something?
No, he's coming Wednesday mornings for the 5:30, and then to Chiso after. So I'm just curious. I'm interested to see how he goes against you guys, who are mostly new guys here at the moment.
I'm thinking of coming in on Wednesdays consistently anyway. So I might
What days are you going to do?
Monday and Wednesdays I can do, and then depends on my schedule. I might come in.
The other ones?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to come 6 days a week? Yeah, good boy.
If I can, I will try.
Do it.
I mean, it's at a better timing because it's like way before. Like
Before work, yeah.
Whatever. So it depends if I can get up like at that.
Yeah, I
that
get it.
early and sort all my shit out. Then
Yeah, what time do you normally go to bed?
it's inconsistent. I try to go at about 10, but lately it's been about 11 or 12, which is pretty bad. So I need to get back to 10.
You know, you sort of.
But your hours are pushing. Like,
Yeah.
basically.
I know, but I could feel I was concentrating too much on one part, not the whole
Good.
part.
Yeah, I think for you the main thing is staying centered. Like when you come too much here, you lose like it's pretty obvious to me when you just stay in center, center, center. The more you stay centered and tuck the chin slightly, let the crown rise up completely. Yeah. And then you use my pressure to release with. You know, you release with the pressure.
Ooh.
Yeah, makes sense. That's what the whole point of Look Say is. As the pressure comes in, you go. And then you want to be able to deal with more and more and more pressure.
I'm still reacting towards the contact point, I know.
It's okay.
It takes time for me to.
That's okay. So what you want to do, the kind of answer to that is placement of your center. So place your center on mine. Just like this. And see how now the contact point reaction is less because the point of focus has changed to where you should be contacting. So my contact with you is only your center. Only. So I don't really care about these. My arms naturally find the position to prevent them from hitting me, but everything's on you. Like, so in my mind's eye, I'm just standing where you are almost. Yeah, I'm just here, like this. You know, that's in my mind. My mental body's there, so that I don't have to worry about any of this. Because if I have to worry about this, I'm going to fight it. You get it?
Yeah.
So it's the same for you. What you have to do is go, I am there, you know? Yeah, like that. You go, I am there as you maintain centering, as you maintain sensing and sinking to dissolve, yeah. So that when I put pressure on you, see how straight away it's already attacking me. Because your intention leads your energy, which leads your body. So if your intention body, your mental body is already there, that guy can't be lame. Even though they're not that simple. Yeah,
It
good.
takes a while. Like, under pressure, it's like, I just have to remind myself.
Yeah, so